on, guys? Welcome back to Wolfman Racing Channel. We finally got the rear end back in. We put the new leaf springs on it, a new shackle kit, a new torque converter. We called Freak Show Performance out of Texas, and they hooked us up with a torque converter. It's the same people we got Dylan's torque converter from. Really good folks. You call up there, you talk to Michael. He'll get you hooked up with what you need. You tell him what you got, how much horsepower, how much the car weighs, what you want to stall at, all that good stuff, and he can get you hooked up with a good torque converter. What I got was, it's a 9.5 inch torque converter. The one that was in it, it's not that big. I think it flashes at like 2,500, so we're gonna have to put something bigger in it. But we're gonna start pulling it apart, jack it up, get some wheels under the front of it because this car's so slow. So we're just gonna start pulling it apart and putting this new torque converter in.
I'm going to put y'all on time lapse while I'm jacking the car up and getting it ready to pull the transmission.
And to pull the exhaust off, or the pipes out that sticks out the fenders, they ain't got the little, it's like a 5-inch piece of pipe sticking through the fenders. So we just got to pull these off. We don't have to pull the headers off like Dylan did, because they don't stick through the fenders. All it is just a piece of pipe that hooks onto the collector with a clamp. So all we have to do is pull this off to the motor tip. That's it. That's all we have to do on this car. So all we're doing is just pulling these pipes off, and then so now we're going to start pulling the torque converter bolts out. We're going to get the torque converter bolts out, and then we're going to go from there.
If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Well, we got the torque converter bolts out. We got 2 bell housing bolts out with what I could get with a wrench. Now I got to get me a ratchet and go ahead and get the 2 top ones up top loosened up, get the 2 down here loosened up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and pull the drive shaft out, and the cross member, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it down, and then unhook the transmission lines and then set it down. So right now we're gonna get the other bell housing bolts out. All right, guys. Well, we got the drive shaft out. Got us a heat going. Got some heat going out here in the shop now. But now we're about to pull the cross member out, and then got 2 more bell housing bolts, and then the transmission's out. So we're about to get to work on this. Transmission on the ground right here. We're gonna go ahead and pull this torque converter out, stick the new one in. We'll go ahead and bring this torque converter over there.
Yeah, just kind of set it aside to...
And then you can walk over here, I guess.
Boy, we definitely need some concrete. It's laying in that dirt stuff.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of it.
That's for the birds, really. Alright, you ready?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Look at there.
That torque converter's the same size in diameter. It ain't a big stuff. Well, we got the torque converter in. So now we're gonna start putting the transmission back in.
It's about time to stab her back up in there, huh?
Well, we got all the bell housing bolts in. We got the cross member in and the drive shaft. We hooking up, putting in the torque converter bolts now, and then we gotta put the distributor cap back on, and then sit it on the ground, and crank it up. Well guys, we got the torque converter in, got the transmission put back in, got it all bolted back up. Now all we gotta do is put the distributor cap back on, and then our pipes sticking out the fenders, put them back on, and then take it off the ramps and fire it up and put some transmission fluid in it. We'll fire it up and check the transmission fluid. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna open the door and we're gonna just back it out. It's raining, so I can't drive around the yard. Just gonna back it out a little bit and pull it back in, get the fluid circulating a little bit. That's what we're gonna do now, is just back it out.
So guys, there it is. So far, without taking the car to the track, seems like the torque converter's gonna be good. Like I said earlier at the beginning, it's a Freak Show torque converter. That's who makes it. Freak Show Performance out of Texas. I've got new shocks coming. And then I'm going to relocate the rear ones inside the frame rails. And I'm really thinking about go ahead and putting me a cage in it. It's getting where it's gonna need a cage. And so there's gonna be some more videos coming up pretty soon on other things like that. But this is going to conclude this video, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Please like, comment, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And see y'all guys next time.